there was a guy named Frederick Wortham who published a book called Seduction of the Innocent, and in it he talked about how he had interviewed a bunch of juvenile delinquents, and they all loved comic books. And he, and this is obviously terrible logic, said, oh, if they're delinquents and they love comic books, it must be comic books that made them delinquents. And obviously that's ridiculous logic, but that's what he went with. And a lot of people, to be fair, in the 50s, a lot of people were concerned about what childhood was becoming and about what adolescence was becoming. That this was, the 20th century saw the invention of the teenager, saw the development of another invented class, which is the adolescent. These things don't exist in nature. Human beings made these classifications up. And so in the 20th century, when we had kids who were in these classes we had just made up and were obeying laws that adults had made for them. For example, you're not allowed to work, you have to go to school, you have to have a certain amount of leisure time in your week. When they were following these rules and not acting the way their parents and grandparents had acted, their parents and grandparents started to freak out about it. They got really concerned. These kids aren't acting the way I acted when I was young. We've got to find some explanation for it. Hopefully a really short, easy explanation that I don't have to think too hard about. And comic books worked really well for that.